Hey baseball fans, how's it going? Hayden here. And in today's video, I'll be going over who I think the New York Mets designated hitter should be. So, let's stop wasting any time and let's dive right into it. So this year, Major League Baseball will see something different than usual. National League teams have seemed a glimpse of this during the short 2020 season and whenever playing an interleague game at an American League stadium. With MLB's new CBA agreement, the National League will be adopting the designated hitter. The New York Mets are coming off of a season where they had their fair share of issues offensively, whether it was coming into clutch, hitting with runners in scoring position, hitting for extra base hits, and much more. So, with the DH being added to this New York Mets team, they are definitely hoping they could bring some type of remedy to their offensive production and continue to help it be alive. And the New York Mets do have plenty of guys that can fit into that designated hitter role. As of right now, I would argue that the New York Mets have three solid DH candidates. And as we can see, starting off on today's video, we have the common name in Robinson Cano. Cano will be entering his age 39 season. We could see Father Time is not necessarily on his side. And older players are generally subject to ageism if their performance ends up not being in line with their career averages. Ultimately, the Mets will make up their lineup decisions based on merit. So it will be up to Robinson Cano's choice in the end to show that he could still play and perform to an adequate extent. The good news for Cano is that he is coming back at the best time for the Mets with the adoption of the universal DH due to the MLB CBA agreement. This can give Cano playing time. As an aging slugger, the designated hitter spot is the best position for Cano. It keeps his bat in the lineup and his declining fielding process off the baseball diamond. Like most players, Cano is not immune to Father Time, and there should be questions at the stage of his career whether Cano should be playing the field daily. Coupled with the fact that he lost a year because of his suspension, there is question whether he needs time to get back into the swing of things. Making the decisions to keep him off the infield is one step easier. Secondly, and I think it's pretty obvious that Cano is a power threat who could definitely drive the ball far and deep. His offensive production is what usually requires the DH role. Looking at Cano's stats, in 2019, the last full season Cano played regularly, I guess you could say, he posted a slash line of 307, 428, 376, and an OPS plus of 95, WRC plus of 94, 308 WOBA, and an ISO of 172. Overall, I think Cano can make a fit for that DH role if he proves he is worthy in spring training and in April. Secondly, on today's video, we have J.D. Davis. There are many reasons why Davis should fit into that DH role. For starters, his likable and most reasonable position to play is third base. And with the offseason acquisition of Eduardo Escobar, that pretty much cancels the opportunity out, and it's pretty clear that people would rather see Escobar play defensively at third than J.D. Davis. Now bringing on defense, that has been his issue for J.D. Davis. He has struggled a lot the last 3 seasons with the New York Mets on the field, posting a .960 fielding percentage, a negative 7 defensive runs saved, a negative 0.3 UZR, 15 OOZ, and a negative 1.6 DWAR. So by giving J.D. Davis the designated hitter spot, this would really help out the left side of the infield defensively. Having Eduardo Escobar and Francisco Lindor hold down the left side of the infield is really elite. J.D. Davis's offensive stats are solid. He has complied a .284, .373, and .472 batting line with 33 home runs, 99 RBIs, over 269 games with the New York Mets over the last 3 seasons. And of course, we cannot neglect his elite, hard, opposite field contact that is huge for this team. And now to our last and final guy on today's video in Dominic Smith. Dominic Smith is obviously a left-handed hitting machine who has been in his ups and downs offensively during his 5 years with the New York Mets, but has started to show some serious flashes in 2019, 2020, and 2021. Dominic Smith also fits into that category of being questionable where to play defensively. Obviously, first base and left field are taken, so that puts Dominic Smith in a DH role or the bench. And I would really not like to see Dom Smith spend his time on the bench. Dominic Smith's career splits are very odd. He has a better slugging percentage against righties than lefties, but has a better chance of getting on base often against lefties than righties. But overall, posting a slash line of 312, 367, and 416 on left-handed pitching is pretty good, if you ask me. I don't think Dominic Smith will be the prolonged DH for 162 season, but I definitely think he can make a case for half of those games. So overall, the New York Mets will certainly benefit from this designated hitter spot. Coming off of a season, like stated, where they had their fair share of complexities, offensively, hitting with runners in scoring position, coming into clutch, the New York Mets are going to hope this could bring some type of remedy to their production. And in my honest opinion, I would like to see J.D. Davis be the DH when the Mets are facing a predominantly right-handed team, and Robinson Cano could be the DH when there's a solid lefty on the bump. So you could switch it up a bit. I think that is a fair thing, and that's what baseball teams should do. You know, we see a lot of teams out there. The Yankees, Giancarlo Stanton is their predominantly DH. You know, I think you could switch it off, but those were the two guys that I would love to see be the New York Mets DH. Alrighty, baseball fans, and that is the end of this video. Please feel free to give this video a like, comment, subscribe, turn on those post notifications, and please, baseball fans, feel free to let me know in the comment section below, who would you like to see as the New York Mets DH for the 2022 season? Till next time, baseball fans, see ya.